Wait.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the RTP Boozing Wrestle Chat podcast. My name is the Eclectic Nerd, aka Joe, and I have with me, as always, my best friend, whislerj. What's up, Whis?
What's up, everybody? I've been waiting. Yeah. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the RTP's most must see podcast. Welcome to Booze TV.
Episode
There,
10.
there you go. Booze TV.
We we have we have made double digits. 10 episodes, man.
And
Hey, congratulations.
uh, that's true. So, no birthdays this week? Or no birthdays? You know,
No birthdays this week,
April 8th, no birthdays. Only the 7th of July.
but
So,
but you know what we do got? We got your first reminder to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, give a nice little cobra to that bell so you get every episode in your little inbox every time you log into your YouTubes. Also,
in distinct face.
wait, what's that?
Say in distinct face.
Hey,
Give it a distinct face. Just joking. Don't give the stink face to the like button.
I don't know. The like button might like it. Oh,
But
also, please come and stop by our Discord. The link's going to be in the description, in the description of this video. And I hope to see you guys there. It's your one-stop place for everything wrestling. All the video game news. We got some regular games in there you could play. We got some Pokemons. We got some loot game. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on over there. So please come join us.
all right, let's chug it up, and then we'll get to nerds really fake news.
My really fake news. Cheers. Well, I really don't have fake news. Welcome to my news. Anyway, so first thing I wanted to talk about, Sonny's being investigated for an auto accident that killed an elderly man in a three-way car crash that she caused. Police are waiting on blood work of a possible DUI, and of course, if she does get caught with another DUI, she's not getting manslaughter. She's going to jail. She's done. Her life's over. All because drinking and driving. So, kids, we might drink our beer here, but we sure as hell don't go out and drive.
Yeah, I don't. I know. Never. Never once in my life.
Yeah. So,
No,
you know,
I did. I did, but don't do it.
yeah, I mean, it sucks. I mean,
Oh,
the girl's young. I mean, she's still young and her life's over, unfortunately.
yeah, I didn't even know.
So,
Oh, Sonny. Sonny's young. You're saying?
mm,
You said Sonny's young?
yeah, Tammy Lynn Cinch.
She's young. I thought
Oh,
she was older.
she's about well, a little bit older than us. She's still young. She's not old by any means.
Make sure you send some postcards.
What in jail? Maybe a cake with a file with a file in it.
I
Anyway,
mean, sorry, it's nothing to joke about, but
no, it's
it
not.
sucks.
It's
It
it.
sucks for a person. It sucks for a person that died.
Yeah,
Um,
it definitely sucks for the person that died and their family. Just because somebody's got to go out and be irresponsible.
yeah.
So on to some other news of people not quite being responsible. Nash Carter was fired after his wife posted a picture of him uh, posing as Hitler, along with some abuse allegations. This all came after Nash Carter, served his soon-to-be ex-wife with divorce papers. So it was definitely just, you know, okay, you're gonna do this, so I'm gonna do this.
Man, I wish these guys would give me some popcorn.
Uh, then I wanted to talk about WWE Evil. I watched the whole run. Not quite the whole run was great. Great. Really, the only ones I enjoyed was the Hulk Hogan. The Hulk Hogan definitely reminded me of fucking bubbles. Reminded me of like Beyond the Ring or the other. You got me messed up. All right. Dark Side of the Ring. There you go. And so yeah, I definitely enjoyed the Hulk Hogan one. But I'll tell you what, they freaking buried your boy. Well, not your boy, but Bruce Pritchard. They freaking just buried him in that, which I didn't think was quite right. To blame it all on him, but the other one that I really liked was The Miz. I've always hated The Miz, but after watching this one, realized he's really doing his job. He's doing exactly what he was supposed to. Dude's made me hate him for over 20 years, so he did his job, which I guess that's the true the true shine of a good heel. I've hated him for this long. Uh, have you catched any beyond the Hulk Hogan one?
I watched the Sasha Banks one.
The Sasha Banks one. Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta watch more of it. I haven't had too much time. I haven't had too much time this week because I've been, working and it's been a busy week trying to set this show up. So
All right, so big week. A lot of wrestling events, big wrestling events. Being one of them, obviously being WrestleMania.
One thing I want to say real quick about big wrestling events. I couldn't believe the multiverse of matches. People that paid for that. I feel bad for. I mean, they didn't put the whole show on Impact, but they pretty much, they pretty much went over everything on Impact, and you got to see a lot of the show. So whoever paid for it wasted their money.
Well, now you know for next time they do a pay per view, just wait a couple days and it'll be on. So, like I said, a lot of big things happening with WrestleMania weekend. Number one being the Hall of Fame. Very short Hall of Fame. Not quite as many people inducted. No legacies or anything like that. Um, but you had Taker at the end, and something that kind of struck me and a lot of other wrestling fans is his comments at the end of the Hall of Fame ceremony. That being, never say never. That really makes me believe that he's got thoughts of getting back into the ring.
He wants to do one more match. He said he's got one more match in him.
He's been saying that. So he's definitely going, in the ways of Ric Flair. He will never retire. Speaking of retirements, Triple H laid his boots in the ring, and he's officially done.
Spoiler.
Not much said. Just pretty much took in the applause, said a couple words, left his boots in the ring, and left.
I gotta say,
While
sorry.
while anybody else would have spent like 2 hours in that ring giving a speech.
I gotta say something about the Hall of Fame that I like. I thought it was funny. As when Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner did their speech, Scott Steiner took up all the time because he was talking so slow, and Rick Steiner was like, "Yeah, say now." Scott Steiner you took up to 5 minutes. We had it. Thanks a lot.
That was funny. Yeah, that was pretty enjoyable. When he got up there and he said, "You never know what's gonna happen when they give me a live mic." He got a nice pop off of that. It was overall it was a fun night. And then leading into the next 2 days, which I really thought I wasn't gonna enjoy WrestleMania, but
I enjoyed it. I mean, there was some parts that I didn't. But
I mean, I eventually did. There was definitely stuff that could have been left out.
I I know your favorite moment was what you talking about next.
Oh yeah, definitely
which
my
which they blacked out on Peacock. Like
yeah.
they blacked it out because I was watching the match. I was like, I don't see what you're talking about. Then all of a sudden the screen goes black.
Uh, and then like 2 seconds later, it went black again because it popped out again. And if you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about Charlotte Flair's habit of popping her titties out during WrestleManias. She does it
Oh
all.
yeah,
She does it a
she
lot.
does that well almost too now.
So,
And you know, that's why she paid for it. She's got to show him somehow.
by the
Got to
way,
show off where that money.
I guess so. So, keeping along the traps of WrestleMania,
Oh,
well, I wanted to talk. What?
wait, did you know Andrade was in attendance for the WWE Open?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, he was there with Charlotte.
Uh, that makes sense. So, along the lines of WrestleMania, I wanted to talk about the Logan Paul match, which I'm actually pleasantly surprised. The fact that he actually, well, he says he did no training, but he obviously trained. He came out and he was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't do any training. That was all me," which is all bullshit. We all know that. Him and Bad Bunny obviously went through training, and good for them for it, because the days of old wrestlers that, or not old wrestlers, but old celebrities that can't wrestle and have no business being in the ring, like Bob Barker and Drew Carey and Donald Trump. Like, the days of those celebrities, thankfully, hopefully they're gone, and we can get celebrities that actually care about the business.
Nah, we're gonna get I'll come back to that.
You
I'll
can,
come
you can
back to that.
you come back. You couldn't think of an old lady, Betty White, or no, Betty White's dead. Oh, sorry, Betty White. All right,
We're gonna
moving.
get Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Oh God.
He's gonna come back with The Rock, and they're gonna form a tag team.
I would
Both
actually,
the,
I would actually probably pay to watch that. To watch,
they're gonna
to like officially watch Vin Diesel and Rock. Because the tag team's gonna turn on each other eventually, and
they'll be
how much they hate each other. So that would
they'll
actually
be
be
the
a good fucking program.
they'll be called the Two Fists and the Furious. And then you get John Cena and
Dave Batista.
nah I'm trying to think who else was in the Fast and Furious movies. Uh,
Oh, we ain't got
the
time.
one
We ain't
guy.
got time for all that. We got a long show.
Yeah, go ahead. But the one that was in the last one, uh, John Cena's brother.
Maybe it could be John Cena against the little girl from that fireman movie he did. All right.
Anyway,
So
the Nickelodeon.
going along with celebrity matches, the Jackass match, I was actually surprised with. It was a bad match. It really was. It was a bad match, but it was so bad it was good.
I liked it.
There was so many there were so many botches. There was all the gadgets and tricks, like none of them worked how they were supposed to. It was just a fun time seeing all the old Jackass crew come out. Chris Pontius in his thong, Wee Man having his Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan moment. Like, that was pretty fucking cool. So
You
like,
know, Sami Zayn actually said that was his favorite match of all time.
oh, I'm sure, because like I thought it was gonna be horrible, but it was so bad it was good. Like, I really had fun with it. So speaking of WrestleMania, we got something that I was kind of excited about, not so much now. Was let me on to something, and I was very happy to see Gable Stevenson's. I was glad I was right about that debut.
You skip something.
Yeah, no, I'm skipping around because I want to keep the WrestleMania stuff with the WrestleMania stuff.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, he made his debut. I was excited about it. Not so much now. I don't want to. All right. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. I don't care. So apparently he got hired, and he was charged but not convicted of taking advantage of a woman who was incapacitated, and I've got no respect for that. Even though he got away with it because of the laws, it's bullshit. And
Yeah, him and the other guy.
yeah,
There was two, him and one other guy.
yeah. Well, the other guy's not in wrestling, I don't think. Well,
Nah.
not yeah. So, um, he's of no concern of mine. But you know, you got kids and stuff that are watching this program, and you've got a guy who's he got away with it. That's
Yeah, 3 years ago. 3 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah,
This happened 3 years ago, and his actual debut in WWE was what, 2 years ago, I think.
yeah.
I believe, because that's when he was drafted to Raw and never used,
All right, so
if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. So sticking with the WrestleMania again, I'm keeping all the WrestleMania stuff with the WrestleMania stuff. But next WrestleMania is confirmed. WrestleMania is going back to Hollywood. Um, which the last time
Now we're
Wrestle
definitely getting.
was
Now we're definitely getting the Rock.
yeah. Well, I already said, you know, especially if it's going to be the Roman versus the Rock, why not? Perfect time. Um, so yeah, the last time they did this was WrestleMania 21, and it was a good time. They did vignette movie parodies with all of the superstars, and it was a really fun time. You know, seeing Sheamus doing you know, Braveheart and stuff like that. It was a really fun time, and I can't
You
wait
talking to me?
to. Yeah.
You talking
Oh,
to
oh,
me?
yeah. Sheamus did do Taxi Driver. Who did who did Braveheart?
Wasn't Roddy Piper there at that time?
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been one of the times he came back. So I'm really excited for next WrestleMania. I love that theme. And who knows what we're gonna see. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have fun with that one, just like I had fun with this WrestleMania.
Yeah,
And
they did a really good job this year. I'm surprised.
I am definitely surprised. And my favorite match of all time was you know, seeing Vince come
Charlotte Flair.
back. No, not Charlotte. Seeing Vince and the Austin Theory. Like, I was so happy when Vince started taking off his shirt and stuff. But Vince,
That's the only. That's the thing that made the show was that part.
he got such a pop. He got like a Foley pop. It was great.
And Vince was like fucking cheesing his ass off, man.
Vince was
Where's the
having
soundboard? At first,
oh there you go. So yeah, obviously Vince was having the time of his life. He was cheesing. He was just having so much fun, and his botches were freaking legendary. So when he's sitting there after Austin Theory won that, okay, Austin Theory's music plays, and Vince reacted expecting Stone Cold's music, and he looked all shocked and scared. And then he was like, "Oh, I fucked up." And then a couple seconds later, Stone Cold's music hits, and he does it again. Like
the thing
that was great.
the thing that was the funniest though is when Stone Cold did the stunner to him, and when when he actually he grabbed him to do it again. Did you read his lips when he went up and he's laughing his ass off like this motherfucker?
Yeah. They were having such a fun time, and it made me in turn have such a fun time. Speaking of selling stunners, Brian Saxon's was on
I
par. Brian Saxon's sell was on
remember.
par with Shawn Michaels selling Hulk Hogan in the legendary SummerSlam '05. You remember when he was so pissed off at Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan didn't want to wrestle him anymore, and he just oversold things so incredibly, like, just to the extreme. It was such a fun
Uh,
time.
I think Austin Theory sold it better.
Better
He
than
did like
no,
he did better than Byron.
no.
He did two flips. He flipped twice.
Yeah, well, at least Byron didn't get kicked in the dick this time. This was what happened last time. He got a stunner from Stone Cold. He got kicked right in the nuts. So let's see. More WrestleMania. I was concerned on night one about where was the New Day match, and essentially the reason why we didn't see that on night one was pretty much you could blame it all on Drew McIntyre by slaying the ring like it was a dragon, and regular just bad time management. So that's why New Day was on night two when we reported it supposedly being on night one.
There's a lot. They changed up a lot.
Mm.
I don't know. I think they're doing that to mess up the people that report, like, to make it seem like people are lying about
Yeah, probably. I don't know. A lot of injuries during WrestleMania. Rick Boogs got injured. Try and lift both of the Usos. Roman Reigns tore his shoulder. Not WWE.
on purpose.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He flew home right after.
Not WWE, but John Moxley was also injured, but still wrestling. He's not taking any time out.
Speaking of Moxley, he was at Carmelo and Corey Gray's wedding.
Was he at the live sex show too?
Probably.
Yeah.
Natalia posted a photo of them saying they had a holds barred match after.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of Natty, she forgot her boots, and Rey Mysterio lent her boots. So Rey Mysterio, fucking stand-up guy all the time. That's not on the news. That's just something else that I knew that I didn't put in here. X-Pac is also having surgery. So he's having some surgery on his arm, and he posted on Twitter. He's like he's having surgery, but guess what? When he gets better, he's gonna have a couple more matches for us. So excited about that.
If he comes back to WWE or goes to AEW, I want to see him somewhere where I don't have to buy it or fight for like $100.
Yeah.
Did you see their little package for $100? GCW, they try to sell a whole bunch of shows, $100 for 1 week.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, so
I was behind it, but not no more.
Madcap Moss wins the Andrew the Giant Battle Royal. No, it's not me. It's not me butchering someone else's name again. This was an actual post match graphic that read this. I love when people in the trailer make graphic mistakes like they did with the inflating the attendance records again. So the graphics read 78,453, and the announcer saying it said 1,000 less. So yeah, you got busted inflating your numbers again, which we all know. WWE, like all companies, do it. So whenever they're saying sold out arena, or we broke attendance records, it's never true. It's never.
Unless it comes from AEW.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything of them inflating their numbers, but I'm pretty sure that they do it too. Yeah. So AJ Styles pulls a Goldberg and injures himself before he even starts wrestling. He was busted open on his way out to the match. He didn't duck his head coming out and knocked his head on the sharp metal and cut his face open.
Still came out like nothing happened there.
Yeah, and
He's a boss.
And everybody afterwards had like 4 or 5 producers coming up to him before they were coming out of gorilla position. Like, look, be sure to duck. So that was pretty funny. Let's see. That's it for
Yeah, you,
WrestleMania.
you skipped a few things.
Yeah, I skipped a few things. I was just doing all the
Okay.
wrestling stuff, or the yeah, you know what I mean. So, Elias was fired from WWE. I know you're really sad about that, but have no fear. They hired his younger brother Ezekiel. So I know how much you loved Elias. So now you can watch his brother Ezekiel. It's going to be fun times.
Yeah, who wants to walk with Ezekiel?
Such a bad gimmick. Like when you
He pretty much been buried already.
yeah, they just killed his
We'll get
career. They killed his
we'll
career
get
right
into
there.
that on when we talk about wrestling shows.
All right. I also wanted to say that I can't stand the new the Supercard commercial. I don't know if you've seen it 8,000 times like I have, but
Fast forward through everything.
it's on Hulu. Well, yeah,
And I
yeah,
watched Hulu in like 7 months.
yeah. Sometimes Peacock don't want to play for me. Even on Peacock, it was playing like 8,000 times.
I'll
But
pay attention to the commercials.
on Hulu, it was fucking ridiculous. Like every other commercial was a Superstar commercial, and it was really pissing me off. Um, I had a comment about Carmilla's nasty ass makeout session on Raw. Nobody needed to see that.
You're supposed to be PG.
That shit
Uh,
was nasty. I got gonorrhea just watching it.
nah,
I'm telling you, I
you
did.
probably got jealous.
No, I went into bathwards after all, or I went in the bathroom afterwards and I started peeing fire. So I definitely got gonorrhea by watching that. Something I'm excited about. Rhea Ripley is joining Edge's heel faction. And we all knew Edge is starting up a heel faction, and Rhea Ripley is going to be joining it.
Speaking
Go ahead. You're going to announce
speaking of
you're going to announce the
Edge's
new member.
faction. Nah, but there's rumors that Gangrel might come in.
Oh, that'll be fun.
It's big rumor, like maybe not true, but there's like it's a similar faction to the Brood in a way. So like people are saying Gangrel might come in as like the Godfather kind of figure or something like that.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that definitely would. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. That'd be fun. And other than that, all I got is I got a return. Lacey Evans is she's gonna be due back any minute now. Um, she's recovered from having the baby, so expect to see her in the ring soon. Whis
So glad.
onto your fake news.
Oh, whislerj, it's real news. Um, no, uh, I was laughing though because you just saw like a big ball under your blanket move up. Yeah, I know that was Asha.
Oh, it's a ghost.
Here we go. Did you see? Real news. All right. So, all right. So we know now that WWE's doing a documentary on Dusty Rhodes, which Cody Rhodes will be the executive producer for. Now, Tony Khan gave permission to Dustin Rhodes to be interviewed for that documentary, and he also gave Cody Rhodes permission when Cody Rhodes was in AEW still. So, regardless, Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes are both going to be involved in that, um, which is pretty cool with Tony Khan, honestly, if you ask me. That he lets WWE, he was going to let WWE use both of them for that.
Yeah, I mean there really should be like a friendly competition rather than trying to bury each other. Like AEW is doing with Impact and every other company in the world. So I mean, it definitely makes sense to try to get friendly ground with the WWE too.
I think Tony's been trying, but Vince doesn't want none of that. Um, Instead, he decided to do it with Impact. But I say eventually they probably will work together. Um,
I mean,
When
it's.
they
I mean, it's.
when when Vince realizes he can't buy them, when Vince realizes he can't buy them out, that's when he's gonna um, be like, "Hey, you want to do some cross shows?" When
Yeah.
he realizes he doesn't have the money to buy out Tony Khan.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just making that move would make the wrestling community like it would bring everybody more together rather than pushing everybody apart. And that's how the wrestling community should be. Is more like a social like. It should be a good thing.
I say the time we see it happening is when Triple H takes full control.
Yeah.
If he stays with WWE, it like which he says he's going to, but we never know. Um, I see him doing big things if he left WWE. I could see him do big things. I've said that in the past. Triple H deserves to run things. Um,
You should go take over,
but
control your narrative.
oh man, he's gonna take it from Applebee's to Walmart.
What? Hey, they used to do wrestling shows in the Walmart parking lots, man.
Clean up in aisle 7. We got MJF's you know, he bled a little bit, so got cleaned up. And here comes Joe with the
I was just gonna
safety
say
cones.
with my safety crones and my Zorball.
All right, so on from that, that's something for you. Bailey is you have to be cleared to return to the ring. So
She's coming.
it's been over a year since she's been injured. She's not cleared yet. Eventually, one day, maybe in like 2 years.
Yeah, I miss my Bailey booty.
I know you googled up them pictures. Um, not gonna say what they are. Anyway, to add to Nerd's fake news, it's real news now. It's real news. It's not fake news now. But he went over to Nash Carter being released by WWE. The allegations from Kimberly were actually found to be false, and WWE ultimately fired him for the photo of him doing Nazi salutes with a Hitler-like mustache. Wes Lee's wife took to Twitter to state that Carter has been living with them for months to avoid Kimberly because she was the one abusing Carter mentally, and she actually checked herself into a mental hospital. So, there's evidence there, full evidence that he's innocent from that. Um, she also posted a screenshot that Kimberly has blocked her on Twitter after she said she would expose the truth if Kimberly didn't in 24 hours. And Nash Carter and Wes Lee were set to defend the NXT Tag Team Championship next week. So I wonder what they're gonna do with that. I guess it's gonna be a 1-on-2 handicap match, or what are they gonna do?
It'll probably be a surprise partner type thing. I don't know. I don't know how else they'd. I mean, they just gave him the titles, and then this
Yeah,
happened. Like that's crazy. They're gonna have to come up with something fast.
maybe they'll bring in Impact wrestler Trey Miguel since he used to be the partner in Impact. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe they'll work with Impact one more time, but can't wait to see what happens. So, all right, you guys ready? You guys ready for the next future in Deverd? So WWE is looking to bring the stable Imperium to the main roster. They screwed up their theme song. I don't know if you heard it on NXT, but they screwed their theme song up. So far, it looks like SmackDown is going to be the destination. Marcel Bartha, and Gunther only, though. That's why Fabian Eichner walked out on Barthel on NXT this week. How long until they get buried? I think Gunther will do good, but I don't think his partner's going to be good.
No, I mean, I barely know who Marcel Barthel is. I know he's been around for a minute, but yeah, I mean, really don't know who he is because really don't care about him that much.
Yeah, I see them putting Gunther in the main event, actually, when they break the stable up.
Yeah,
This was going to happen. They're going to bring the stable to SmackDown, break the stable up. Gunther's either going to go face Roman Reigns or he's going to be the next Vladimir Kozlov. Dancing around. drinking tea with Santina Morella. But this is some. AJ Styles has said that he wants to have a match with Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. So that would be good. Pretty good WrestleMania moment, honestly.
Yeah.
I know they've had a rivalry in the past, but they probably both go all out.
Yeah, I think so.
Another one, Raquel Gonzalez is expected to be on the main roster soon. I
About
don't see them burying her, honestly.
no, it's
She's a beast.
It's about time for her. Yeah, it's about time they pull her up.
And if you know or not, that's Braun Strowman's girlfriend.
I did not know that, but yeah.
Yeah, they post TikToks together all the time.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. But they talk about some dirty stuff too sometimes, but I don't want to talk about that. It's Braun Strowman that talks about that. It's like, yeah, I think that.
Hey.
Something like that.
All right.
So Logan Paul thinking about a potential career in WWE. Vince McMahon told him after his match at WrestleMania, Vince McMahon apparently told him, "Trust me, your future is here." So I see Logan Paul doing something. I mean, you might not like him, but as I said before, and as the Electric Nerd said, but as I said last show, watch him do good in WWE. You gotta respect him that he's doing this. And look, you heard it. So last week, Nerd said he didn't respect him. This week, Nerd said he respected him. You heard it.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely impressed him. What I am worried about this situation is I don't know if you watched the pre-show for night one, but that was it had Logan Paul's brother on there who was just fighting with the fans and saying he's gonna get in the ring and stuff too. So
he will eventually. He copies everything Logan does. These Logan faces these Logan's fights in UFC aren't rigged like his brother does. His brother pays his opponent to lose. But Logan takes the loss at least. All right, so next thing, this is something you're probably going to be excited about. Something you're probably going to talk about eventually in your little wrestling news section. Mickey James and Nick Aldis are working on a new wrestling indie video game. So, I can't wait to see what that is. Hopefully, they got some people backing them for it though, like people that know what they're doing. I don't think they've created video games before, have they?
No, definitely not.
So,
but
hopefully they got some help.
Mickey James does have like a lot of successful non-wrestling ventures that she's in, and she's successful with them. So
yeah,
she's not a stupid woman. So I don't think she makes stupid mistakes, and hopefully she gets some good people working with her that can give her good information about the video game world, so they can actually make a good game rather than just try to throw something together for a cash grab.
They should get Omega to help them. Kenny Omega.
And I'm sure Kenny Omega would. I have no doubt in my
Well,
mind that he would, because he loves video games.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait to get, I hope they don't rush it, but they take their time with it.
Do they got
I can't wait to play it.
Do they got a name for it yet?
No, that's all that I saw. They're working on it. Just like another thing, Bianca Belair wants to create her own fashion clothes. So
that I can see, yeah, because she makes all of her own ring gear.
Yeah, and
and she makes her husband. Yeah, and she makes her husband's ring gear too.
Yeah. So can't wait to see that. Definitely won't be buying no fashion clothes though.
You're not gonna go get the little lipstick number that she was wearing on Monday Night Raw?
So, all from that, Corey Graves something that hasn't been verified, but Corey Graves has said in an interview he wants to face Pat McAfee at Survivor Series because it's SmackDown versus Raw. The SmackDown, the voice of SmackDown versus the voice of Raw, whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that'd be good.
and I could see that happening too, because I mean, I don't know what they're gonna have for Survivor Series, especially with the the combined World Championship belt.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um.
yeah, I don't know how they're gonna work that out.
Maybe Raw will make the United States Championship their main title.
The inter Intercontinental Championship is the main title.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got the Intercontinental title. I thought it was the United States. Isn't it? I thought Intercontinental was SmackDown's. I don't know. Anyway, next news. Brian Hebner. I mean, I'm not gonna say exactly what he said. Well, yeah, I think he pretty much said it's shit that Earl Hebner isn't in the Hall of Fame. He thinks Earl Hebner should be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, definitely. But I heard somebody said when we went to that meet and greet thing, somebody said Earl Hebner's a dick in person.
Yeah, it might be. Some wrestlers are dicks in person.
Yeah, Jerry Lawler, I heard was. Um, but yeah, I could see it. Definitely, I respect Earl from the business.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in every wrestling, but he's been in every wrestling promotion that I could think of, except for ECW, I think.
No,
But he's been in WWE. He's been in WCW. He's been in TNA. Been in GWF or GFW, whatever the hell it was called.
GFW.
He's been in AEW. I think no. Wait, no, he hasn't been in AEW yet. Brian Hebner's in AEW. Brian Hebner. Earl Hebner. I think Earl Hebner's too old to be in AEW right now. So, anyway, next now we're gonna be doing a split segment on this one. This one's gonna be split into two because there's not really any pay-per-views coming up. Except for one. It's not really a pay-per-view, it's on TV. But they haven't announced any match cards yet. So for nerds, this actually isn't fake news. But let's hear about some of Impact Rebellion.
All right, so on April 23rd of this year, you're going to find it on Fight TV. It's going to be Impact Rebellion. So, first up, we got the Impact World Championship. We got the Champ Moose versus Josh Alexander. After that, we got the Impact X Division Championship with the champ Trey Miguel versus Ace Austin versus Mike Bailey. And then we got Jonathan Gresham versus Eddie Edwards. Then Jonah versus Tomohiro Ishii.
Right. And then the rest of it, we got the Impact Knockouts World Championship. I'm excited for it. I completely messed up when I was typing this. Like I said, I got the titles mixed up, but I did fix it ultimately. So we got the champion Tasha Steelz losing to Rosemary. I mean defending against Rosemary. Rosemary's gonna win. There's another one I'm pretty excited about. The AA Reina de Reinas Championships on the line. Champion Deonna Purrazzo against Taya Valkyrie. I think Taya Valkyrie's going to take that all day. Then you got a triple threat match. Jay White versus Steve Macklin versus Chris Sabin. That should be a pretty good match. This one I'm kind of actually confused about. Jay White's in two matches this night. So Impact World Tag Team Championship, 8-team elimination challenge. You got the champions by design defending against the Good Brothers and the Motor City Machine Guns. The K, which Crazy Steve and Black Taurus. You got Willie Mack and Rich Swann. Then Rhino and Heath and then the Bullet Club, Jay White and Chris Bay, and Honor Number One, which I believe is OGK. That's gonna be that. I forget their names. You know, Mike Bennett and the other guy. The other guy that was staring at Maria's ass.
Yeah.
So, so that's that. I'm excited for that. I'm probably gonna be ordering it. I always do, even though I want to show them, results eventually on actual TV. So what we got next?
What we got
Shut
next?
up, man.
We got beer chugging time, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna open up a new one now.
You should have multiple open like I do.
Oh, I do now. I got two.
All right. So moving on from
So next
there.
we got, surprisingly, it's not in the Bingo Hall, but next this day in history.
Yeah, I wanted to do something a little different, as I did last week. Since I guess I'm the resident ECW guy. So this time I chose, unfortunately, WWE main event.
Can't believe you picked this.
And I just realized, I think I did March 8th instead of April 8th.
Oh yeah, you did.
All right. So
Oh wow, you're breaking all the rules.
let me tell you about this show. So what was going on around this area timeline is in the WrestleMania. It was Shane versus Taker. It was Vince McMahon's greatest creation, The Undertaker, versus his greatest failure, as his ex-son, because at this time he disowned Shane McMahon. Fun little time in wrestling history. One thing that I did notice with this show is after I read all this, I want you to look at the names and see who's still with the company. So, first off,
Where I'm reading, I don't even see any of the names spelled right.
A.
The only reason they were spelled right is because I corrected it.
So we had Tyler Breeze start out with a match against Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder won with a pin. After that, we had Paige and Natty. It's an interesting tag team at the time, along with another interesting tag team, which was Naomi and Tamina. Naomi picked it up with the rear view. And after that, last match was the Social Outcast. It was Bo Dallas. He came out with Heath Slater, Adam Rose, Curtis Axel versus Ryback, and Ryback won. So
only the women are still with the company.
Only the women. That's crazy. Well, Bo Dallas is coming back, so I don't know. He might come back to WWE. You never know.
I doubt it. WWE didn't utilize it. I don't see him going back there again.
Probably not. I mean, his gimmick wasn't the best. Actually, pretty much all of his gimmicks, all of his gimmicks weren't the best.
Wherever he goes, he's going with Bray Wyatt because they're going to be doing the Cult of Winning. Mark Roberts.
That'd be cool. All right, so what show did you watch?
I watched a show that actually matters.
I just want to say that I'm the only one that has the right graphic up right now, okay?
Hey, man. I put the wrong day, too.
Did you put the wrong day? Look at you.
You know what? I just typoed that because I was looking at yours. I think look here real quick. I think I'll probably typo. I'm pretty sure this is April. Give me a moment. I'm looking at this. I was half asleep when I read this.
So Wiz also did a smaller show because we did have a lot of wrestling news this week. So he picked a small show too.
WWF Raw, March 8th. April 8th, 1996.
Oh.
I'm reading it wrong too. So I did, yeah, like Ned said, I did a small show. Yeah, mine was April. See, I got it right here. April.
All
I
right.
just typed it because I was looking at yours.
All right. So you
Okay,
did
so
April 8th, 1996.
yes. So Vader defeated Yokozuna by decision after he jumped off the top rope on the Yokozuna's ankle. Uh, Pretty stupid ending, honestly. Um, but 3 out of 5 altogether. Helmsley defeated Duke the Dumpster by pinfall. I was trying to find that guy's name out for so long. It's like his name can't just be Duke the Dumpster, but it was. All right, so that was a 3 out of 5. Uh, good. I'm glad I picked the show that had Triple H in since he retired. Ahmed Johnson, one of the worst wrestlers in history, honestly, defeated the British Bulldog in an arm wrestling contest, 1 out of 5. And you got the main event. Shawn Michaels defeated Jerry Lawler by pinfall, 3 out of 5. And next up, we got Nerds. Only Pain Superstar of the Week. Superstar of the Week. I don't have a picture of her to put in the background, so
All right. So I'm going to talk about somebody that you guys, most of the American audience, are not going to know. I chose somebody from NXT UK that I found by researching Irish wrestlers for our St. Patrick's Day show. So I chose Aleah James. She's a 23-year-old, born October 10th, 98. She's from Romford, Essex, England. She was trained in the London School of Lucha Libre. Right now, she's an English professional wrestler currently assigned to WWE on its NXT UK brand. She's my soundboard's really slow. She started out January 19th, 2019 in the Portuguese promotion Central de Treinos de Wrestling in a mixed tag team, teaming with Helmer Lo Gonek against Team Falk members Claudia Bradstone and Nelson Pereira. She spent her rookie years wrestling in England for promotions including Pro Wrestling Eve, Schneider Fraud and Friends. She's also in Frontline Wrestling, London Lucha League, Attack Pro Wrestling, and the Wrestling Pro Revolution Pro Wrestling. 2020 is when she was signed to NXT UK, where she's still currently at. She debuted November 5th in a match against Ginny, which she lost. She ended her debut year with a match December 3rd, won by AFK Valkyrie. So she's still new. Uh, I just was watching some of her stuff. I thought she was interesting. Figured I'd talk about it. That's really all I got. Well, who'd you choose this week?
the real world's heavyweight champion, 24 pounds of gold, the real world's champion. And if you watch NWA, you know what I'm talking about. So, Nick Aldis. Um, Nicholas Aldis is an English professional wrestler born on November 6, 1986. Currently signed with NWA. He's also known for when he was Impact Wrestling. Back then, it was known as Total Nonstop Action, and he was Magnus, which I don't know if you remember, but he was one of my favorite guys back then.
Yeah,
And
I remember when it
I
was
used,
Magnus.
I used to love calling you the paper champion because that's what everybody called him because he was heel at that time, and you were the paper hardcore champion. So uh, he made his debut on the British independent circuit in 2004. Before he signed with TNA in 2008, he is married to Mickie James since 2015. He was in TNA from 2008 to 2015, Pro Wrestling Noah in 2012, Global Force Wrestling from 2015 to 2017, returned to TNA when GFW and TNA merged. That was when TNA renamed the brand Impact, and then they merged with GFW to become GFW Impact, which ultimately they want to drop in the GFW name as well because Jeff Jarrett got fired. So merged, which he rejected a contract offer from them July 20th, 2017, because they didn't want to let him do what he wanted, basically. Like, he wanted to work like an independent circuit, like, and be able to go other places. I didn't write that in there, but that's what it said in there. I just figured that was something worth noting, that he turned down the contract because he wanted to wrestle other places. So he is now in the NWA and the independent circuit since 2017. In filmography, he was in Gladiators 2008 to 2009. In 2009, he was in Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old? In 2012 and 2013, he was a presenter for UK's Strongest Man. In Global Force Wrestling, he's a one-time GFW Global Champion and won the GFW Global Championship Tournament in 2015. In National Wrestling Alliance, he's a two-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion, which his last reign, which was his most... When I started watching NWA, he held the title for 1,043 days. That's impressive. I mean, granted, some of that time was because of COVID, but it's still an impressive record. So, but he lost it to Trevor Murdoch, and that's why he calls himself the Real World's Champion, because he held it for that long. So, in New Japan Pro Wrestling, he's a one-time IWGP Tag Team Champion with Doug Williams. In North American Wrestling Allegiance, he is a one-time NAWA Texas Champion. In Pro Wrestling Noah, he is a one-time GHC Tag Team Champion with Samoa Joe. In Ring Ka King, he is a one-time RKK World Heavyweight Champion. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that was like a TNA. That was like a TNA-based promotion. Like, they made it with TNA superstars. I don't know. I know it failed quick. So, and in 2012, he won the World Cup of Ring Ka King with Scott Steiner. There's the confirmation. It was a TNA-based show.
Yep.
Deadly Danda and Sanjay Dutt. In Total Nonstop Action, he is a one-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion, two-time TNA World Tag Team Champion, once with Doug Williams and once with Samoa Joe. He won the World Tag Team Championship contract in 2015 Beast of Fire match. He won the Global Impact Tournament in 2015 with Team International. He won the TNA World Tag Team Championship #1 Contender Tournament in 2010 with Desmond Wolfe. In 2013, he won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. In 2011, he won the Wild Card Tournament with Samoa Joe. And in 2011, he won the Explosion Championship Challenge. With Pro Wrestling Illustrated, he was the most improved wrestler of the year in 2013 and ranked number 8 of the top 500 singles wrestlers on the PW 500 in 2014. And that's a pretty impressive resume, if you ask me.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, one thing I completely forgot about was that he was on the relaunch of the American Gladiators.
Yeah, I did too. I forgot about it.
I had forgotten all about that. That was relaunched. And who was the host? Wasn't like Hulk Hogan the host at the time?
I think I watched it. I just remember seeing it in TNA. You know. But yeah, probably, because I think Hulk Hogan was in TNA at that time.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was launched. Hulk Hogan was the was the host of it. Yeah. It wasn't as great as the original, but it was still a fun time. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it, because
if you can even still find it,
probably on YouTube. You can find everything.
it's probably on like ABC. Yeah. I think that's what it played on, was like ABC.
You can find out how to build a car on YouTube.
Actually, no, American Gladiators I think was an NBC show, so it might be on Peacock. All right.
Speaking of NBC, WWE might be actually going for a full sale to NBC.
Huh.
I read that last night, that they're actually in high talks with that. that NBC will own all WWE.
Sheesh. That'd be a pretty big acquisition for Comcast, because that's essentially who owns NBC, is Comcast
Yeah,
Media Group.
I hope it's not true. I really do. Hey,
All right, it is some beer chugging time, and we forgot to even talk about our beers. So today I'm drinking Sierra Nevada. It's Fantastic Haze Imperial IPA. It's a citrus beer, 9% alcohol. It's a
I
wonderful
ain't getting
just.
nothing special this time. Same shit, different day.
All right, so let me tell you a little bit of some wrestling news, some wrestling video game news. I don't have much, but what I do have
I got some real
is.
stone cold time.
Oh wow, look at you. Okay. Okay. So, for any of you guys that play WWE 2K22, go into your My Faction and go into your locker codes. Type in code WWE Supercard S
Unique.
S8. So the S stands for season. So it's WWE Supercard S8. That'll get you 3 Emerald cards, I believe.
Yeah, I can't wait to do it. I was trying to explain to my uncle Greg to do it. I had my mom tell him. I don't know if he did it or not.
I haven't played My Faction. I mean, I've opened up all my decks and I claimed the code and stuff, so I haven't actually played. But for my men, I've got an all Emerald deck, and for my females, I got 2 emeralds and the rest are gold. So
I played the first week. I bought a like not with my money, but with the coins they give me.
yeah.
I bought a signature superstar signature
Mm-hmm.
pack, and I was so pissed. I got a fucking silver card
Oh
as
man.
the signature. I mean, I got 2 of them, but it was silver. What am I gonna do with that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
that
I
sucks.
spent so much time just to get that, just to get enough coins to get it, and then
And
I
got
got ripped
and
off.
got a
Like,
silver card. That sucks.
yeah, they should at least give you one guaranteed, like
You know they're not.
top card or something.
They learned from Supercard, so they're gonna treat it the same way as they treat Supercard, and it's gonna be a money grab, just like I said when before this game even come out, that it's gonna be a money grab.
I mean, fuck, like at least Supercard wouldn't give you all silvers. Like they give you at least a rare.
Yeah. Ugh. How many times has Supercard screwed us all?
Boy, they screwed me today. I did the puzzlers, and guess who got? Guess who? Guess I finished them. I finished them with every profile. I got trash on my mind. Guess who got the? Guess who got the best cards?
I
The
got
WrestleMania 38, the Triple H, and I wrote the WrestleMania card. And guess what I got? Let Let's hear about your cards first, and then we can talk about mine.
so yeah, I did get the best cards. But usually I never get anything from those. Even when you do them for me, like I usually don't get anything. The
Oh,
last
last time you got the what was it? Bianca Belair or Alexa Bliss, whatever one. You got that one. I didn't. This time you got the Triple H.
you
I
know
got
you know why?
4.
Probably because I'm a casual player now, and they figure if they give me good cards, it'll get me back into the game. While you're on every
No,
day, they're like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be here anyway."
no. The reason is because I stopped giving them money.
Uh,
You look at my credits. I got like 2 credits. All I got is the free credits I get out of packs.
all right, so the last,
But I got 4 maelstorms and 1 year. That's what I got. I can
damn,
finish on the puzzle.
that sucks.
Yeah, and I'm almost top tier.
So the only other wrestling news that I had, Whistler gave me a game, or he sent me a link to a game. It's called WrestleDeck. It's on the Google Play Store. Essentially, what it is a supercard clone Um, it's a very new game. It's all independent wrestlers. There might be a couple that you know, but mostly it's all people from the indie scene.
Also
Um,
slaying a bitch.
yeah, so it's an alright game. You know, a quick little time waster. They still got a lot of work to do on it, in my opinion. So if you want to check it out,
Yeah.
if you want a Supercard, you know, something else to do while you're waiting for bouncing Supercard, check it out. It's called WrestleDeck. Again, it's on Google Play for free. So go ahead and check it
I
out.
like it. I like it. I mean, it's not something I'm going to spend 5 hours on, but I'll take 10 minutes on it so I go to sleep.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
um,
I mean, essentially, that's all. It's, you know, there's not much for you to do in the game other than, you know, standard matches. It don't have all the
yeah,
extra, you know, play styles like Supercard does. So there's only
no
one
problem.
thing to do in the game. The only good thing about it is I haven't run into like a max amount of games that you could play. Like Supercard will time you out after 5 matches and
Yeah, and they
make you watch videos. While this game you could just play all night if you really want to.
yeah, and I don't think you have to put your wallet into it either. I don't think they ask you to spend anything.
No, I haven't seen them ask me for any money yet. So, which is another plus.
That's Yeah, and then when Supercard goes into maintenance for its 9 hours, instead of sitting on Discord and complain. Oh wait, shit. Sorry, team. Instead of sitting on Discord and complaining for the whole 10 hours, you can play WrestleDeck.
I don't know who that was for.
Oh man, it's not for anybody in particular in the team.
So,
No, I'm a part of the multiple Discords, so
so
it could be for anybody.
So that's what I had for wrestling news. To fill up a little bit more of the time, me and Wiz made our custom characters and our entrances, and we wanted to show them with you guys.
And
So
mine's not copyrighted because I own the music.
yeah, so Wiz owns the music to this, so I'll go ahead and play this. This is from his YouTube channel. Wiz, if you want to go ahead and plug your YouTube channel, plug your YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, whislerj. Um, I'm at 291 subscribers. Yeah, look me up, whislerj. I do mainly Supercard stuff. I've been doing video game stuff as well. I do some other random stuff on there, here and there. Now that WWE 2K22's here, I'm planning on doing WWE 2K22 stuff for sure. But definitely when we start doing the leagues again. I've been taking a break from doing videos right now just because I've been busy with this and my work schedule, which I'm might be getting a new job soon. So I'll be back on doing my thing. I give giveaways every 100 subscribers, so 9 away from the next giveaway. Go ahead
Nice,
and go subscribe to me over there.
nice. All right, so I'm gonna play Whistler's entrance now. was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed though with the creation suite. They took away so much from you.
They,
Like they gave you so much more. You know, you can put your image in there. Like I put an image of me in there. Well, and then the create a video. I mean that's been in there, but they added more stuff to it. But
yeah,
the thing they took away that from past games was my favorite part of the game. Entrances has always been my favorite part of the game. Uh, I've always said, people said, turn entrances off. No, because entrances is what makes your character. Like, besides the appearance, but the entrance does too. And this time, you have to pick one whole entrance. You can't choose the fireworks. You can't choose the camera angles. You can't choose um, like different filters for different scenes. No, you gotta choose one thing. So I choose things.
yeah. I was gonna ask you.
Um,
So when I was making my person today, I didn't see any pyro. I didn't see any smoke. Is that
yeah,
hidden somewhere, or is that just not there?
no, they took it all out.
Because I know a lot of stuff
You,
was missing. Like I had a pretty hard time making my guy because I pretty much do the same guy every year. Wearing the same
yeah,
stuff. Like my guy always had a beret. There's no beret there anymore.
yeah, they took so much of the good stuff out.
It took all the music I would ever use out. That's why like the closest thing that I liked, I used, but it's definitely not like the hard like heel music that I would normally use. I actually chose a face music this time. It kind of works
Yeah,
with my guy, so and that's new.
I
I
did
was
not like. I took a lot of time with my character, as you can tell. I downloaded images, and all that. Uh, as you see, I got my YouTube logo on there, everything, my picture, but and it looks a lot like me, in my opinion. Like, I did pretty damn good for not using a face picture, but you remember because we used to live together in the back every game since WWE 13. I'd spend hours on my entrance.
hmm
I spent maybe 10 minutes on my entrance.
Oh, even I put more time into that. Even I mean,
I mean,
like I had to because I had such a hard time trying to find something that I wanted. Like music was the hardest for me. Um, Everything else, changing up my attire, like okay, that's fine. But like I'm actually kind of like shield this time, which I've always hated the shield, but switched up my flak jacket and stuff. So I might as well
yeah.
I might as well show you guys mine while I'm talking about it.
Oh, we're gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah, we're gonna get copyrighted. We don't make any money off our videos, so it's perfectly fine.
Good entrance. It's a good entrance though, but
I will,
I'm gonna spiff it up when I get the chance to. I'm gonna put the music he owns on it because I actually own editing software, so like really good editing software. Um, there's free version of it, but sorry, I need to stop talking and playing the entrance.
no, I'm not playing it yet. You can. It's fine.
Uh, but yeah, you remember I used to. You used to say, "Why you taking so long to make your entrance?" You, Tim, all that. Because you're like, you guys gonna play? I mean, I gotta finish training entrance. 2 hours
Yeah.
later, you done yet, Wiz? No.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to finish the ramp scene. I
Yeah.
wanted the time and everything perfect. Like I tried to time everything perfect. I wrote cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Chris was done. I always got thumbs up for it. Like, damn, that's a good entrance.
Yeah. Wiss always puts a lot of time into his games. He's one of the few people that I know that you 100% every WWE game. So I ain't got the time to sit there and 100%. Like what was the Undertaker one? What did you have to do like 100 times? Like, it was ridiculous, and Wiz would just sit in his room and just grind. And like, dude, just like, no, I gotta get this Undertaker challenge done. I gotta do 5,000. I gotta do 5,000 freaking pile drivers, or I don't know, something ridiculous.
Or something like that.
It took forever.
Yeah, I remember. You know, I had our neighbor's daughter. She was yelling for me through the window one time because she wanted me to come downstairs. I was facing Luke Coffey. It's like, Luke Coffey, hold on. I gotta take this, dude. You know, little triangle there. Like, Coffey, hold on. Motherfucker, pitting me while I was trying to call. He was like, I beat Wiz.
As we would do, because Wiz would freaking just sit there and play the game for fucking 8,000 hours a day, and nobody could, like, we would have reversal battles with Wiz. Like, before you had a limited amount of reversals, before they, like, gave you unlimited reversals, we would have reversal battles that would literally last, like, freaking, like, a half hour. With no moves.
One person that could kick my ass.
Yeah, one person, Royal Bull.
Alright, two then. You include Royal Bull.
Oh, who's the other one? Oh, yeah, Victorious too, yeah.
And I am the man that took his world championship from me that he held for 6 months. When I was
Alright, so I'm gonna play my video.
Alright, go for it.
With my copyrighted music.
Yeah, see, at least I put music I owned on that.
You're gonna do WWE, take off my channel money? Oh no, don't do that.
Yeah, I gotta use that to pay for my hardware.
And here he comes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Weighing in at 376 pounds. The hardcore icon, Extreme Joe Harvey.
Tension's riding high. Plans on getting things settled in the ring. I can't wait.
So Liz, I wanted to ask you, who is Jared Wesley
Look at the
J?
focus and drive in his eyes. Ready to prove he's the best this division has to offer.
Yeah, I actually thought about it for this one. I don't want to be the icon no more. That was my old nickname when I was there. You know, egotistical guy. You know, I had a big ego. I mean, I still do, but you know, back then I was like, more like I want to have the world.
And his opponent.
Now in the new RTP, I want to be champion, yeah, but I don't want to hog it. I want to give people spotlight. That way it's more fun for everybody.
Looking into the eyes of this competitor.
You're not just going to hold the title this time?
This is an opportunity to make big
nobody wanted to face me.
But I gotta say, it's hard to take your eyes off of his opponent.
And the only person that
a
wanted
superstar
to,
with unique style and real
his
flair for in-ring competition.
And,
Fandango may seem like he's only worried about which designer boots he's wearing to the ring, but let me assure you, he's on business. One thing flashier than his attire is his stylish offense.
Excuse me, I beat you how many times?
Attitude.
hey, you cheated on me.
Kidneys.
What are you talking about, me cheat?
Oh my goodness. Kick to the spine.
Yeah, I remember.
Corey, how can Fandango get himself in the upper hand in this
I don't
matchup?
wanna be-
Fandango
yeah.
needs to surprise his opponent with his raw strength.
Old whislerj. Like, I'm the new whislerj, and my real name's Jared. So I'm the
Behind
wild
the dancing
man.
and the jokes is a real
Jared
fighter. If
Whistler.
Fandango comes out swinging, it might be the last thing his opponent expects.
But you can't say whistler in the game.
That one fails to land. Missed the mark.
It's either
Looking
it's either
wobbly in the
for Will
corner.
or Wesley.
That'll scratch you up.
Treading all over their opponent.
Now, everybody calls me Whisto. So, yeah. Jared WhistlerJ.
All right, so what do we got next? We got some beer chugging time.
I mean, if you want to chug a beer, we can chug a beer.
All that listening to you talk made me thirsty.
Well, every time we get fans is when I talk.
All right, so you're going over the shows for the week.
It was good to chug a beer then before that. Well, a lot of shows. I should have actually split this up between us, but that probably would have been better. But it's alright. You want to take turns on each show?
That's fine, sure.
Alright, so first show, got Impact Multiverse of Matches, April 1st, 2022. So like I said, they aired this for Impact on Wrestling and Special Impact Wrestling. So good thing for the Impact Wrestling stars, they have off for like a month and a half. Because they did 4 shows in the 2 weeks that the 2 days that they did in Philly. And I think they're doing another special air next week. I'm not sure. But anyway, so the people, like I said, the people that paid for this, the multiverse of matches, I feel bad for it because they aired it on Impact. It was a great show. I ain't gonna lie. It was very good. They didn't show entrances. That's pretty much what they cut out on the show. So Trey Miguel retained the X Division Championship in the Ultimate X match against Jordan Grace, Chris Bay, Blake Christian, Vincent, and Rich Swann. Now Jordan Grace was almost going to grab the X Division Championship, but Vincent reached up and pulled her down. So Trey Miguel retained. I don't understand why Vincent did that, but it was so funny. She got so pissed. Nick Aldis and Mickey James defeated Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green. They both put both of them in a submission, and both of them tapped out at the same time. So they won basically 2 times, honestly. Mike Bailey defeated Alex Shelley by pinfall. Surprise. The Influence retained the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship against Sasha Steeles and Savannah Evans, Decay, and Gazelle Shaw and Lady Frost by pinfall. Tomohiro Ishii defeated Eddie Edwards by pinfall. Josh Alexander and Jonah defeated Moose and PCO by pinfall. I don't understand the tag team pairings on either of them teams, honestly. But it is what it is. Jonah's a bad guy. Josh Alexander's a good guy. Moose is an Impact guy. PCO is an Honor No More guy. So I don't understand them pairings, but it's Impact. What do you expect? Deonna Purrazzo retained the AAA Reign of the Day Championship against Fabi Apache by submission. Afterwards is when Taya Valkyrie returned to the challenge for it at Rebellion. By the way, Deonna Purrazzo was very pissed off that Tony Khan made a Ring of Honor Interims Championship women's. She said whoever wins, because they did it the same night. They did both the pay-per-views the same night. Deonna said whoever won can come face the champ. So I can't wait to see that. Chris Sabin defeated Jay White by pinfall. Good match. Good Brothers defeated Briscoes. Nah, I wish I saw the full match of that. I might actually buy this just to see that match, because they only showed a portion of the match on the Impact. But it was a great match. And the Briscoes are returning to Impact Sunday, April 24th, I believe, after Rebellion. I don't know if they're going to be there full time or whatever, but we'll see. All right. So you want to go over to the next show?
Yep. So after that, on April 1st, we had Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. On the pre-show, started out with Cole Cabana defeating Blake Christian via pinfall. Still on the pre-show, you got AQA defeating Miranda Aliz via pinfall. Gates of Agony, Kone, and Toa Leona defeated Cheeseburger and Eli Isom via pinfall. which gave that a 2 out of 5. Still,
Totally. The Gates at Agony is Tully Blanchard's new tag team.
okay.
I forgot to put that.
Still on the pre-show, you got Dalton Castle defeating Joe Hendry via pinfall, 2.5 out of 5, which gave it. And then on the main show, you got Swerve Strickland defeating Alex Zane via pinfall, 4 out of 5. The Machine, Brian Cage, with Tully Blanchard, defeated Ninja Mac via pinfall, 3 out of 5. Jay Lethal defeated Lee Moriarty with Matt Sydal via pinfall after a low blow. He attacked Sydal afterwards, 4 out of 5. Mercedes Martinez, love her, defeats Willow Nightingale via submission to become the interim Ring of Honor World Women's Champion. She will go on to face Deonna Purrazzo for the Ring of Honor World Women's Championship at some point. 4 out of 5 for that. FTR defeated the Briscoes via pinfall to become the new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. 5 out of 5. Minoru Suzuki defeated Rhett Titus via pinfall to become the new Ring of Honor World Television Championship champion. 4 out of 5. After that, you got Wheeler Yuta defeating Josh Woods via pinfall to become the new Ring of Honor Pure Champion. 3 out of 5. And then main event, you got Jonathan Gresham defeating Bandito with Chavo Guerrero via pinfall to unify the Ring of Honor World Championship and become the Ring of Honor Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt come down after the match and attack Gresham. Samoa Joe then comes out to make the save. Joe will be on Dynamite. 4 out of 5.
Now, something I want to say about that show. It was a great show. It was an amazing show. Tony Khan definitely. I don't know if you watched it yet or not, but definitely great show. I'm probably gonna watch it again. But the main thing I want to know is I predicted. I don't know if you remember or not. I said Tony Khan's gonna give all his AEW guys a championship. Tony Khan basically did that. He gave everybody that was AEW the championships. Because we all know Jonathan Gresham signed with Tony Khan, so he's a Tony Khan guy. Minoru Suzuki, I'm pretty sure he's a Tony Khan guy because he's appeared in AEW more than one occasion. Everybody on there, all the world champions, lost. Guys won.
I was glad for Samoa Joe's return.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he got huge though. He definitely has been working out.
No, he definitely has not been, but he's still a powerhouse. I mean,
yeah, he's awesome.
Samoa Joe's going to be right back, and hopefully, especially with this company, he's going to be treated right. I mean,
yeah, he definitely will be.
Samoa Joe did a lot for the WWE. I mean, he really did, coming back and, pretty much putting over all the NXT guys and stuff like that. He's really done a lot for the young talent for WWE, so I assume that he's going to do the same thing with AEW.
Well, his best times were in TNA, if you ask me. I didn't watch his Ring of Honor stuff from before. I need to. Whenever Tony Khan goes on his streaming deal, I'm definitely going to be watching that stuff. Like, I'm going to be watching the old stuff just like I do right now. WWE Network, well, Peacock. I go back, I watch WCW, ECW. I watch all that old stuff. But as soon as Tony Khan does his thing, I'm going to be definitely going back and watching the Ring of Honor stuff. I was excited for Samoa Joe. Definitely. I love the new song. It sounds like WWE song a little bit and TNA song mixed together. But yeah, TNA was where he made his career, if you ask me. And WWE capitalized on taking TNA's.
Oh, of course. Of course they did. I mean, that's what they do best.
Yeah, just like MJF, they're going to be taking him soon. That's the whole reason they let Cody Rhodes keep his theme song so that they could get MJF. I mark my words, I bet you.
Okay.
When MJF's AEW contract goes up, he's going to WWE.
Well, folks, you heard it here
Yes.
first.
Because he's loyal to Cody Rhodes. As much as they have on-screen heat, they're friends in real life. But, all right, next show, we got AEW Rampage also on April 1st, 2022, which I think was kind of stupid for them to have Rampage and do the Ring of Honor thing at the same time. Obviously, they're going to lose viewers because they are promoting the Ring of Honor pay-per-view because it's AEW property now. Like, so I think they should have, honestly, they should have put Rampage in a different time slot for this week. But nonetheless, it was a good Rampage. The Young Bucks defeated Top Flight by pinfall 4 out of 5. House of Black defeated Fuego de Sol, Evil Uno, and Sue Grayson by pinfall 4 out of 5. Jamie Hayter defeated Scott Blue by pinfall to advance to the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Qualifier 2 out of 5. Keith Lee defeated Powerhouse Hobbs by pinfall 4 out of 5.
All right, so after that, I got April 1st, we got WWE SmackDown. As I said before in my earlier news, Madcap Moss wins the Andrew the Giant Battle Royal. You spelled it wrong, miss. That was a 3 out of 5. And wait for the applause. Wait for the applause. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. All right, after that, you got Ricochet retain the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat versus Humberto and Angel via pinfall 4 out of 5. Sasha and I messed up my wife's name. Sasha and Naomi.
She ain't gonna dinner for you later.
All right, so Sasha and Naomi defeat Queen Zelina and Carmella via pinfall 2 out of 5. And then last up, you got Jimmy Uso versus Rick Boogs, which turns into a 6-man tag match with the Usos and Austin Theory defeating Rick Boogs, Shinsuke, Finn Balor via pinfall 3 out of 5.
Wow, this show, man, I'm actually upset that I put it. I was debating on it, but you know, I talk about it every week, so I figured if I skipped a week, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
But it was a shit show, quite honestly, very shit show. April 2nd, 2022, we got NWA USA. Caprice Coleman defeated Alex Taylor by pinfall 2 out of 5. Natalie Markova defeated Riley by pinfall 2 out of 5. Mims defeated AJ Catanza. No, he didn't defeat him. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Mims versus AJ Catanza ended in a draw 1 out of 5. Which honestly, 0 out of 5. I put the wrong number there. It was a shit show.
That don't sound like a very good show.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. They usually put on a good show. I guess because Raven wasn't there, it wasn't good.
Even the Markova match, she usually puts on good matches.
She sucks in NWA.
Does she?
Yeah. First of all, she looks like a bunch of plastic surgery. Anyway.
All right, so after that, we got NXT Stand and Deliver. That was on April 2nd. You had the pre-show that started out with Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai defeating Toxic Attraction to become the new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. 3 out of 5. You got Carmen Grimes won the ladder match against Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, Solo Sikoa, and Carmelo Hayes. That was a 5 out of 5. Donna D'Angelo defeated Tomosa Ciampa via pinfall. Did I get it right that time? Even though it's spelled
The second time, yeah.
Ciampa. It makes no sense to me. Ciampa's last match with NXT. Triple H greets him, and they have an emotional moment at the top of the ramp. Wiss went ahead and gave that a tear-studded 5 out of 5. Then after that, you got MSK defeating the Creed Brothers and Imperium via pinfall to become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. 5 out of 5. Mandy Rose retained the NXT Women's Championship in a fatal 4-way against Io Shirai, Cora Jade, and Kaylee Ray. 4 out of 5. After that, we got Gunther defeating LA Knight via pinfall. 5 out of 5. And then to wrap it all up, you got Dolph Ziggler retaining the NXT Championship against Braun Breaker via pinfall 5 out of 5.
Right, and then we got WrestleMania Night 1, April 2nd, 2022. The Usos retain the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs by pinfall 4 out of 5, which they probably changed the outcome of the match since
Yeah.
Rick Boogs got injured.
That's exactly what I was
because
thinking, because I don't think the Usos were supposed to walk out. But they
I don't think so
had
either,
to.
because I think they were pushing Nakamura and Boogs hard. So I think the injury changed the outcome of that match. But then you got Drew McIntyre defeating Happy Corbin with Madcap Moss by pinfall 3 out of 5. This match, The Miz and Logan Paul defeated the Mysterios by pinfall. The Miz hit Logan Paul with a skull crushing finale afterwards.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, but that was apparently supposed to turn Logan Paul babyface.
Yeah.
That was written in the contract.
Right.
So 3 out of 5. But yeah, Logan Paul is definitely coming back, because why would he have himself turning babyface? Like, why would they have that segment if he wasn't coming back for more? But it was great moment. Definitely impressed. Can't believe he spent that much on a Pokemon card just for WrestleMania.
Yo, and
Anyway.
if he was in Philly doing that, somebody would have ripped that shit off his neck. He's lucky he was in Texas doing that shit. If it was anywhere else, somebody would have ganked him for that shit.
I don't think anybody gonna do that to Logan Paul. Logan Paul's a pretty big guy.
He's a punk. He's a
Pretty
punk.
big.
He's a punk.
Hey, when he comes hunt you down, I don't want to hear him.
Yeah, Logan Paul, you heard it here. You're a punk. Come fight me. I'm calling you out, bitch. Anyway.
He's gonna be the Miz's new tag team partner. He said he respects the Miz, so
Yeah.
Bianca Belair defeated Becky Lynch by pinfall to become the new WWE Raw Women's Champion. That was a good match. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, defeated Seth freaking Rollins by pinfall 4 to 5. I mean, we knew it was gonna happen. He came out with the entrance. He came out with the entrance, the song, the gimmick, everything. All from AEW over to WWE. He got what he wanted, and he asked Vince never to mention Stardust. First thing he did, cartwheel.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. But unfortunately, it was only a handshake deal. So, somebody is like, it's not in the contract or anything. So, Kevin Owens, somebody's going to come out and make some Stardust, jabs. Somebody's going to do it.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I don't understand why Cody Rhodes went back there. I mean, we know, supposedly for the money. He says it's not for the money, but we know it's for the money.
mhm.
Just like he said, his promo on Raw wasn't scripted; it was scripted.
Right, yeah.
He was totally fake crying. There
Yeah.
was no tears.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that
fake as
too.
shit.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that too. His he claimed all that emotion and stuff was natural and off the cuff, but no, it came out that writers wrote that for him. It was all a lie.
Watch this be all a huge practical joke that the Young Bucks dared him to go back to the WWE. Watch. 5 years or whenever his contract ends, it's going to come out.
Oh, he's got a long time to wait before he can go back because he signed a hell of a long contract.
Yeah. So next up, we got Charlotte Flair retaining the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, where Peacock against Ronda Rousey by pinfall, where Peacock blocked out the segments. Nerd's favorite segments. Rousey should have won, though, by submission, but the ref was knocked out. I think she should have won by pinfall at one point, too. 4 out of 5 for that match. Hopefully, it's not the last time we see Rousey. The KO show. That is the best segment of the night. Oh my God, I had goosebumps. I'm not gonna lie, I had goosebumps. Stone Cold's one of my other favorite guys from my childhood. He's one of everybody's favorites, guys. If anybody says they hated Stone Cold, fuck you. Like, but the KO show turns into a match. Where's the beep? Stone Cold defeats Kevin Owens by pinfall in the holds bars match. Stone Cold gets drunk after. Going to. Stone Cold Byron, not Byron, you said earlier. Byron Saxton entered the ring to drink a beer with him. He gives a stunning and Byron. It was so 5 out of 5. And the night one.
It was a wonderful night. It really was.
Yeah.
All right.
Night 2 topped it off. Let's hear about it.
Yes. Night 2. So April 3rd. Show starts out. Triple H comes. Triple H started the show out to welcome everybody and to say thank you. Left his boots in the ring. RKO retains the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship against the Street Profits and Alpha Academy via pinfall, 5 out of 5. Lashley defeated Omos via pinfall. Lashley proved Omos can't beat real talent. Omos has got a lot of work to do still before he can actually get a legit win over Lashley and have people actually believe it. Because everybody knows Omos is, at this point of his career right now, is not beating Bobby Lashley.
He's trash.
Oh, Bobby Lashley?
Nah, Omos.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a hot take.
He injures everybody. He steps in the ring.
I was going to say...
Except for Bobby Lashley.
I was going to say, you're choosing Omos over Bobby Lashley? I was going to say.
Dude, I would choose freaking Brian Kendrick over Omos.
All right, so match that I talked about earlier, Johnny Knoxville defeated Sami Zayn via pinfall in an anything goes match. That was 5 out of 5 by Wiz and with me. Sasha Banks and Naomi defeat Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Natalya, Shayna Baszler, and Queen Zelina and Carmella via pinfall to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, 5 out of 5.
All I gotta say is we called it.
Yeah, but you know what? I listened to you while doing the DraftKings thing, and yeah, you cost me money because you made me question myself. I was gonna pick Sasha and Naomi, but I wound up picking Liv and Rhea.
I never said Liv and Rhea. I said Sasha and Naomi.
No, I don't think you did. I think you posted someplace.
No, I did.
Well, one of the DraftKings you messed me up on because I listened to you.
It was the last one, Brock Lesnar.
Is that what it was? All right.
Yeah, because I said Brock Lesnar.
All right, so then we got Edge defeating AJ Styles via pinfall due to a distraction from Damian Priest. Edge and Priest are stable now, obviously, and Edge came out to a pretty badass intro. Like, also, yeah, that was something I didn't mention. The intros were freaking great this year. Bianca had a beautiful one, probably one of the best entrances of the year, I think, would be Bianca's.
Nobody topped Edge's.
Yeah, Edge was cool, but I mean, Bianca had a whole freaking, college band. All right, so after that, we got Sheamus and Ridge Holland with Butch defeating the New Day via pinfall, 2 out of 5. That match, it was only 2 minutes. Like, they really could have put that on night 1. And why they put it on night 2 and it was only a 2-minute match, like, that sucked.
They were probably scared Ridge was gonna break one of their necks.
Who knows? Or was afraid that Kofi and Xavier would get a little bit of that sweet revenge.
Xavier already did. I hope he's too scared to.
So after that, we got Pat McAfee defeating Austin Theory via pinfall. The crowd loved McAfee. And he actually surprised me. I thought that was going to be a shit match too, but he went up there and boy showed his ass off. So hey, I gotta give him respect for that.
He was eating that moment in. He was eating it in.
Yeah,
He
was.
loved it, and like it showed, like his appreciation to the fans. It glowed off of. Like he's somebody that Vince should push out of the ring announcement and into the ring.
Yeah, right. And after that, one of my favorite moments was Vince McMahon defeating Pat McAfee via pinfall. You give that a 1 out of 5. Stone Cold came down. Stone Cold came down when McMahon and Theory were celebrating. McMahon did the premature reaction. He gives Theory a stunner, which he took over selling to the extreme, which was just fucking great. I loved it. It reminded me of swimming in the beer. You know, another great Vince McMahon moment.
My favorite moment was with McAfee at the end.
All right, so McMahon and Austin drank a beer together, and Stone Cold gives Vince a botched as hell. Vince botched as hell by Vince stunner.
It was botched as hell by Vince.
Botched as hell by Vince stunner. Stone Cold has McAfee come in and drink a beer with him. Gives him a stunner. McAfee is still drinking the beer on the ground while being laid out from the stunner. That was
funny.
That was wonderful. I gave that a 5 out of.
He's sitting there.
I gave the whole thing a 5 out of 5. Wiss only gave the end a 5 out of 5, but I thought that was a brilliant segment.
The McMahon foot barely even moving.
Hey, what do you expect from a 76-year-old man? I mean, what do you expect? And then Stone Cold, how much beer did he drink? He had to have cracked like a 30-pack just in that one segment.
Yeah, Corey Graves said it. Corey Graves said we're gonna need another case of beer. Because Stone Cold, he was drunk. You could tell. Like, you could tell he was drunk.
He wasn't even drinking his beer. He poured the shit in his mouth. He'd spit half of it out.
He was drinking some of it.
He drank out of 24 beers. He drank maybe a half of one.
But you could tell he was drunk. Like he was stumbling.
It was fun. It was a fun time. And then,
but he was happy. He was happy to be there. I hope they use him more. I hope it's not a one and done.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So to finish out WrestleMania was Roman Reigns defeating Brock Lesnar via pinfall to become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Just gave that a 5 out of 5.
It was a good match. Brock Lesnar intentionally broke Roman Reigns' arm accidentally, but it was intentionally. I'm pretty sure because Brock Lesnar's known to to injure people when he doesn't get his way. Obviously, Brock Lesnar didn't want to lose to Roman Reigns. You could see on his face he didn't want to lose to Roman.
Right.
He flew back home afterwards.
It was probably one of the last minute things, like as WWE and Vince does, a last minute. Oh, by the way, right while you're in gorilla position, you're losing tonight, which sucks.
Most likely, because everybody knew Lesnar was going to win. And, you know, we know it. Everybody knows it. Lesnar's not happy with the outcome. He's going to hurt somebody.
All right, so after that, you got Raw.
Oh, Sasha Banks and Naomi defeated Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, which was a championship contenders match. But obviously it didn't matter because Sasha Banks and Naomi are champions. 3 out of 5. Kevin Owens is out to talk about his loss to Stone Cold and says he underestimated Stone Cold. the debut of Raw's newest talent, Ezekiel, is out to interrupt Kevin. Definitely not Elias. Definitely, yeah, 100%. So Owen said he never liked him anyway and doesn't like him now. Ezekiel says he is Elias's younger brother. Owen says he has a count of 10 to get out of the ring. Where else? At the count of 10, guess what the or else is? Ezekiel stayed in the ring.
So stupid.
Kevin Owens walked out. What the fuck?
So stupid.
They just buried his career before it even started. And it's definitely not Elias. The Miz defeated Dominic Mysterio by pinfall, 1 out of 5. Veer Mahan comes out after the match. The Miz runs. Veer attacks the Mysterios. I don't know why this was on the roll, but Braun Breaker defeated Dolph Ziggler by pinfall to become the new NXT champion, 4 out of 5. And then Bobby Lashley came out. That's all. Omos came out. MVP turned his back on Bobby Lashley to join Omos.
That was stupid as hell, too.
Yeah, it was very stupid, but I understand it. MVP's there to make people's careers. So MVP probably wants to help Omos. He's not, and you can't help him. He sucks. He injures people on purpose. You can tell he doesn't care when he hurts people. Like, honestly. Queen Zelina and Carmella versus Shayna Baszler and Italian. They were happen. Zelina turned on Carmella. Ultimately, it's because Carmella and Corey Graves just got married, so obviously they're going to make some time off. But 0 out of 5. The Usos and Austin Theory defeated RK Bro and Finn Balor by pinfall, 3.5 out of 5. The Street Profits defeated the Alpha Academy by pinfall, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, not too much in that one. It's a pretty underwhelming show, in my opinion. I watched it. Oh, yeah. It's a pretty
Best thing
underwhelming
was
show.
Ezekiel, man.
I mean,
I don't know who the hell he is, man.
oh,
But he's definitely got a career.
oh, yeah, he definitely has a career. I mean, his brother Elias had a pretty decent career and was getting a good push from WWE, so maybe they'll do the same thing for Ezekiel.
Maybe Elias will interfere in his match.
I would pay to see that. For Ezekiel and Elias to fight, you know, it's funny. I've never seen them in the same room at the same time.
It's like Abyss and Joseph Park, man.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so after that, we got NXT that was on the 4th of April. You got the Creed brothers defeating Imperium via pinfall after Fabian Aichner walked out. That was a 3 out of 5. After that, you got Dexter Lumis versus Duke Hudson. They ended in a double countout. Big old goose egg for that one. Toxic Attraction defeated Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez via pinfall to become the new NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Why do I keep saying championship rather than champions? 3 out of 5.
Maybe no alcohol.
Oh, my girl. Nikita Lyons defeated Last Legend via pinfall, 4 out of 5.
She's getting closer to that main event, man.
Yeah, I told you. You thought she was good for only one thing.
No, I told you she's going to be a main event star. I just said Vince McMahon only wants her for one thing. That's what I said.
Copy. All right, and then to finish out that show, we got Braun Breaker retaining the NXT Championship via against Gunther via pinfall, 4 out of 5.
That was good NXT. Not the best, but it was good NXT to follow WrestleMania. But it's stupid why they had all the championship changes, and then they just gave them right back to the people that held them forward. But anyway, shortest title reigns ever. This one we got another trash NWA episode. I'm very disappointed in NWA. I feel very bad for the people that pay $50 a year for this. I pay $5 a month, but I wouldn't pay $50 a year. And here's a prime example of why this show. All right, so NWA Power, the 5th, April 2022. Matt Cardona defeated Tim Storm by pinfall, 3 out of 5. Rhett Titus defeated Darius Lockhart by DQ. 1 out of 5. Trevor Murdoch defeated Garrison Creed by pinfall. 1 out of 5. And finally,
Then
doesn't
finally,
matter anyway. It was a no contest. Tyrus versus Scion ended in a no contest. 0.
you wouldn't spend $50 a year to watch Tyler's wrestle?
Man, I wouldn't even spend. Well, that'd be a lie. Because I already do spend $5 to watch him. But I wouldn't spend more than $5.01 a month to watch him.
All right, so finally we got AEW Dynamite. It was on the 6th of April. AEW Battle of the Belts 2 is announced for April 16th at 8 p.m. on TNT. Adam Cole starts out the show defeating Christian Cage via pinfall 5 out of 5. Next week on Rampage, it will be Adam Page versus Adam Cole in a Texas death match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
I hate to see that.
Samoa Joe defeats Max Caster via pinfall to advance in the Owen Hart Men's Foundation qualifier. During Max Caster's entrance, he took a shot at NXT and his rep by saying, "Tony, why we give this guy a chance when we beat him in the ratings. He was the champ, 4 out of 5. Now that rap was pretty funny. I did see that.
Seeing Samoa Joe's reaction is the best part.
Yeah.
Like Samoa Joe's just like, whatever.
Yeah, so maybe we could get a Cena Max Caster rap battle.
Cena already said Max Caster will whoop his ass.
Did he?
Yeah. Cena said Max Caster beats him on that.
Oh, nice. Good for
Yes.
Cena. Good for Cena.
He gave him big props.
That's cool.
Put him over big time.
All right, then you
That's
got
why the crowd loves him.
Sean Dean defeating Sean Spears via pinfall with a distraction from Wardlow, 2.5 out of 5. Then you got the Hardys defeating the Butcher and the Blade in a tables match, 5 out of 5. We got Hikaru Shira defeating Julia Hart via pinfall to advance in the Owen Hart's Women's Foundation qualifier, 3 out of 5. And to wrap the show up, we got FTR retaining the Ring of Honor and the AAA World Tag Team titles against the Young Bucks via pinfall, 5 out of 5.
That was an amazing show. Tony Khan wanted that show to be a pay-per-view like event. Pay-per-view like show. Like Tony Khan booked that show to be pay-per-view status. That's what I love about Tony Khan. Like he doesn't care if it's pay-per-view or a weekly show. He wants to make the fans come back.
Exactly. You make the best product that you could possibly make. You don't put out an inferior product and say the good stuff for once a month.
Just like that WrestleMania SmackDown they had. What the like? That was a bad show. They did do good on WrestleMania, but Tony Khan does good each and every week. And he proved that he's good with Ring of Honor, with talent that's not even his.
Mm-hmm.
He still put on a good show. And, I'm mad at him for one time made me take my channel, take my video off my YouTube channel instead of copyrighted. But it doesn't matter. Like he puts on a good show. Anybody that says they don't like wrestling, they need to watch AEW. Because AEW is a reminder of the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
But Vince is too old to actually take action. And Vince rather say it's two different companies. Like two different styles.
Yeah. Which you could tell that's not true because he's trying to make a little bit more edgy content with his nasty ass sex orgies that he fucking wants to show to little kids. And
yeah,
hiring the Cody Rhodes character, was kind of a push to get a little bit of a little bit more of that edgy audience to come back to WWE.
Yeah, that's why he said professional wrestling.
Right.
But yeah, you got Corey Graves and Carmella. Then you have the Dexter Lumis in the live card. And freaking Wade Barrett even said this isn't rated PG.
Right.
Like,
So,
and Toxic Attraction, they obviously.
oh, I love Toxic Attraction. I really do. I love that stable.
No comment.
Hey, I like the stable. I like the girl. I ain't gonna ruin it, but it's gonna be one of my superstars coming up.
Hope you pick Manny Rose.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming back and spending the 2 hours with us for our 10th episode. May we go on to triple digits soon. Well, not soon.
Yeah.
We got a long way to go before 100 shows. But hey, we got 10 down. I'm so happy to have been on this ride.
Yeah, definitely. And I hope you guys join us for it soon. We're going to be going live eventually. I'm kind of nervous about it because we're going to have trolls. We're going to have people trolling us. And that's the biggest thing I'm worried about. But I hope you guys join us when we do it.
I don't care about trolls. I'm a heel. I'll just troll them back. So,
But we're going to turn a 2-hour show into a 4-hour show.
So like I said, thank you guys so much for coming. Please, again, this is your second reminder to hit that like button. Please subscribe and give a stink face to that ring bell so you get every notification every time we upload a video. Also, please come and join our Discord. Again, the link's going to be in the description of this video. The invite, all you got to do is click and you get to come in and have all the funs with us.
Our ring bell is going to be very stinky.
Hey.
Give it a mandible claw instead.
So, in honor of that,
Lose up.
peace out.